Hi guys, I am here with you guys a story from the Good Old Days magazine. This story is by Donna M. Quick-Polka, and there's a picture of Donna at an age when her chatter was used as an excuse for kitchen mishaps. She looks like she's probably about 3 or 4. Getting even with Aunt Amy, she found an amusing way to memorialize the family's food blocks. Let's see. With 6 pounds of butter, 3 dozen fresh brown eggs, pitted dates, chopped nut meats, assorted chocolate, and coconut on hand, I head for the kitchen to get lost amid the measuring tools, mixing bowls, and baking tins. You know what I'm talking about if you are one of those folks who enjoys making and sharing sweet treats. An important ingredient, and one upon which I have had to rely from time to time, is one you do not have nor have to have heard of it, so herewith I offer to share it with you. On some occasions, it is a reputation saver. It is Aunt Amy. Charles L. Brown and his wife Amy lived a very good life at a time when many people were struggling just to exist through the Great Depression. Their elevated social stature was no doubt due to the fact that Charles L. was the band director for Portland's first Rose Festival celebrations. But they extended their good life a little too far. When Charles L. died, Amy found herself penniless. My widowed mother needed someone to care for 2 small children, and Amy needed a home, and so mutually beneficial setup followed. Aunt Amy was a gourmet eater, but not a gourmet cook, or anything less. And so we ate Aunt Amy's failures. We didn't know a 3-layer cake was supposed to look like, different from the 3 flapjacks we had for breakfast. Mom's house rule always prevailed. No food would go to waste. Remember the starving children in China, she would often say. Mom told me years later that Aunt Amy cast all the blame on me for her many cooking mistakes. Amy said I ran into the kitchen, began an endless line of chatter, and completely rattled her so much she couldn't remember what she had or had not put in the mixing bowl. Can you believe that? Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. Even so, it was in the country church where I lived in the foothills of Portland that I discovered a way to get even, and smilingly so. It is a method which I still use to this day. It so happened there was a contest between Sunday school classes for new members gained. The prize was a pie party at which each member of the winning class would be presented with her favorite. My friend Louise, the teacher of that class, asked me to make a butterscotch pie. I did on that day. Aunt Amy emerged as an important factor in all my future culinary efforts. You guessed it, it failed. But I put the loose, runny pie in my car anyway and drove over the hill to the church. The filling sloshed backward and up the hill grade and quickly rolled forward on the downhill, nearly leaving the crust complete. Louis met me at the door, took the pie, placed it in the refrigerator, and encouragingly told me it would be fine when chilled. Not true. The little girl who had requested butterscotch was absent, but Mother's house rule sufficed. Someone had to eat it. Louise, take this thing home to the boys, I said. She had 4 teenagers who thought it was delicious, even though they had to eat it with spoons out of cereal bowls. Later, I told the boys the pie was an Aunt Amy. What's that? Roy asked. It's anything made with good ingredients that looks different from what it should, and it must be eaten despite that. Food cannot be wasted, I replied. And then I regaled them with Aunt Amy stories, all of them true. But when you, dear fellow cook, borrow the Aunt Amy excuse, I encourage you to become creative and add some of your own spice with which to aggrandize the flop to such height that someone will ask you for the recipe. And that was Getting Even with Aunt Amy by Donna M. Quick-Polka. I hope you guys enjoyed the story, and I hope your guys' cakes don't turn out looking like your breakfast pancakes. Bye, guys.